Hey guys, this video is just going to cover some basic tips for biological fitness. So this advice is appropriate for just about anyone, I'm just going to run through it kind of quickly. The first one is avocados. They're a superfood because they're high in enzymes, vitamin E, magnesium, as well as healthy fats like cholesterol and oleic acid. The next one is going to be a supplement, coenzymate B complex. So this is all your B vitamins, actually coenzymated, which means it comes with the enzymes related to processing these B vitamins already included in the formula. The next one is going to be lipospheric vitamin C, and this is basically a type of vitamin C that's actually encapsulated at a microscopic level inside of these little spheres of it's a phospholipid bilayer formed into spheres, and it's called lipospheric. And basically that allows, because it's encapsulated in almost an artificial cell, like an orange cell, it's able to make it past your stomach acid without breaking down. Whereas normally vitamin C, if it's just like processed vitamin supplements, it'll just, you only absorb like maybe 10%. With this, you absorb about 90%. The next one is MCT oil, or medium chain triglycerides, and this is actually made from coconut fat. This is nice because it's technically a processed food, and yet it's a healthy processed food. So they're taking coconuts for you, and then they're putting the fats into a centrifuge machine, spinning it around at a high rate of speed, and pulling out these different densities of fats, and they're only selling you the healthiest fat. It's the two different fats that are healthiest in the coconut. And then you just take a little bit of that MCT oil and you can pour that right into your protein shake or your smoothie, as well as pour it onto white rice or oatmeal in order to bring down that glycemic index for those carbohydrate-rich foods. Because white rice is a little high in carbohydrates, so if you put a little bit of that MCT oil on there, it'll reduce the glycemic index so that it doesn't spike your insulin level as much. So that's good for diabetics and as well as just the general public. So it is nice to have that MCT oil bottled on hand so that you don't have to like take a coconut out and just like smash open the husk, and it just takes a little bit of the work out, so that the work out of the process of using the coconut. The next thing that's really important for your biological fitness is just to have good quality sleep. You want to consistently, get to bed at a good, decent time at night, and then just kind of wake up and do your thing in the morning to get yourself going. You want to start out your morning with, hydration, some deep breathing exercises, a little bit of meditation wouldn't hurt. You want to, have some easily digestible breakfast foods, so that you're starting the day off right with some healthy foods that are gonna, keep you satiated until lunch, starting you off on the right foot so that you're already in the mode of choosing healthy decisions. So yeah, that quality sleep and then waking up with the right start is really, I think, some good advice for those who want to make healthy decisions. Another one is just meditating. Meditators are shown to have lower blood pressure, lower stress hormones. In school children, they find that the attrition rate is lower. More people graduating, people are getting higher grades. In college and in business, they're also finding that it improves academic performance, or in intellectually demanding jobs, high performance jobs. They're finding that people are able to be more creative and just work more efficiently by taking a couple breaks throughout the day. It can be short, it can be 10 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, somewhere in that 5 to 15 minute range. And just that short amount of time, if you become mindful and just make sure you're kind of in the mode of recharging, refocusing, and questioning, okay, what is my attention focused on? Where is my energy? Where is my consciousness? This type of mindfulness practice is really good for getting into those flow states and just managing your consciousness and body in a more positive way. We also want to look at what kind of workouts you're doing. A good workout plan, just for basics, is called the 7-minute scientific workout, and you can get an app for this on Android. This workout contains about 12 different exercises, and it's designed specifically for being short and easy, and yet raising your heart rate up basically the highest you can with just those basic exercises. It's also designed to exercise almost every major muscle group, from your head to your toes, so that you're getting, your arms, your legs, your core, and basically every major muscle group. One thing you want to focus on from a cardio perspective is not only jogging or walking or sprinting, but also core exercises that exercise your abdominal muscles. Sit-ups, crunches, planks. These exercises actually help not only your blood circulation, just like running does, but also benefits your digestive juices flowing and helps improve the entire digestive process. We want to make sure we're eating green leafy vegetables. Fresh, especially green vegetables, generally contain a lot of magnesium and vitamin K. These two minerals are very commonly deficient even in the United States. Probably especially even in the United States. A lot of countries in South America, they tend to have more tropical produce availability there, and people tend to sometimes eat a little bit fresher in South America. In the United States, we kind of spoil ourselves with processed foods. People tend to be a little lazier, but if we get back to our roots, we'll find that these green leafy vegetables, these fresh foods are really beneficial for how you feel and how healthy you are. Another tip for biological fitness is red and black grapes. Now, actually, black grapes are technically purple. They're a dark purple color, meaning they contain a lot of anthocyanins. Now, the best type of grape for resveratrol is the muscadine grape. And as you may have heard by now, resveratrol is a very special molecule because it's able to interact with this enzyme in the body, this natural enzyme that turns on a process related with your DNA, which repairs your telomeres. These are the little tails at the end of your DNA strand that protect it as it keeps reproducing itself. So as your DNA splits, when you create new replacement cells in the body, this DNA can become worn out like the ends of your shoelaces. And so what you want to do is make sure that you're using antioxidants like resveratrol that can help prevent DNA damage. Another important technique we want to use is to keep the body in an alkaline state. Now, you do this not only through drinking plenty of water, but also getting those green leafy vegetables, and say if you have a blender, it is very convenient to make yourself some green smoothies, some protein shakes with some coconut water. Like with that coconut water, it's going to contain the potassium, which is going to bring in the alkalization. Anything that you can do to bring in an alkaline state is going to counteract the effects of acid buildup. Now, another thing you can use are enzymes. Enzymes are the most underrated type of nutrient. One thing that a lot of fitness enthusiasts use is whey protein, which is nice because it's easily digestible. What they should also use are enzymes and antioxidants and things that can support the immune system, because your immune system is partially responsible for regeneration. So, when you build muscle, you're kind of breaking down the muscles and then it rebuilds stronger than before. Well, to technically rebuild properly, you need your regenerative system to be functioning at its fullest capacity, which requires a good level of enzymes and antioxidants, and other immune-enhancing nutrients. Enzymes help not only digestion, but actually speed up reaction processes throughout your entire metabolic chain. So basically throughout every cell in the body, every organ system contains lots of different kinds of enzymes. There's literally thousands of different kinds of enzymes, but you can actually get, the one I recommend is called Lifezyme, and I've got a link to it on my Amazon store and on my web store, and it actually is very beneficial because it basically just helps reduce any kind of blockage that could be in your metabolic system. One food you should especially take an enzyme supplement with is oatmeal, because oatmeal, is a very sticky, very thick type of cereal. And so if you take enzymes along with oatmeal, it helps tremendously with digesting it. Another great drink you can use is green tea. I recommend a brand called Tai Chi Green Tea. What's fascinating about this one is they actually ship it to you after it's been refrigerated. They keep it refrigerated the entire time from harvest until you order it. So the leaves, when you get these tea leaves, it is in a tea bag, but they're actually still fresh, hydrated. You can literally just take a bite out of these tea leaves, and it'll taste fresh. Green tea is really nice. It contains L-theanine, which is a relaxing molecule that just takes the stress right out of you. It's very beneficial for people who suffer from ADHD, even autism symptoms. People who just have inflammation of the joints, the mind, or the brain, are going to probably benefit somewhat from green tea use. Green tea is very high in antioxidants. It has heart benefits. It can reduce your blood pressure possibly, as well as just increase the power of your immune system. Also, what you're going to want to do is stabilize your biorhythms and optimize your cellular signaling. The way you do these, or the way you do this, is you want to clear out any blockages that are physically in the way of hormones like insulin being able to communicate from one cell to another. When these hormones, which are chemical messengers, become blocked, you become insulin resistant, and then that's developing diabetes. They even say that Alzheimer's is somewhat possibly diabetes type 3. They're kind of nicknaming it. Now, it is also amyloid beta plaques that build up, but part of it does seem to at times be a problem with the metabolism of sugar and the fuel sources for the neurons in the human brain. Now, anyway, so another way, besides clearing out the debris within and around your cells, you should also look for ways to enhance your electrical system. So you're going to want to improve the jing of your kidneys, which is a Chinese term that they use to describe sort of the electrical charges of your kidneys. And you're going to want to improve your mitochondrial function. You can do that by making sure you get plenty of sunlight so you can produce that vitamin D and get the infrared light, which actually is able to shine right through the skin, deep into your tissues, and increase the efficiency of those mitochondria. Your mitochondria actually process foods not only into electrons, but actually proton gradients. So whereas like our electrical systems only operate using electrons, on the grid, our body actually functions additionally with protons. It's one of the reasons why we're so efficient compared to even the most technologically advanced robots that people have created so far. Because we're actually getting down even besides the electron, actually using protons. Now, these tips are just the tip of the iceberg, but just implementing these ideas, can potentially make you feel a lot better, give you increased energy, and improve your health. in many different ways. So I'll copy the list below the video, and I'll put links to my web store if you're interested in any of these products, and I welcome any questions or comments you may have. Thanks.